experience.
I'm Ceasar Mitchell, and I'm running for mayor. If you want the experience, if you want to be in the game, Iamtallboy is going to give it to you.
If you want the exclusive, you want the tall boy, because he's going to bring you the exclusive.
Well, today we're here in Peoplestown. We're having a meet and greet with residents to really talk about the issues that are important to them, where they want to see their community and this city go in the future. And so I wanted to have this conversation because this really is about developing an action plan for where we can take Atlanta. And so I really wanted to have this conversation. It was great. I learned a lot, as I always do. And I hope that we can incorporate a lot of this in what we say and what we do going forward. I think in Peoplestown, the big concern is just making sure the neighborhood is clean and having an elevated sense of priority on cleanliness in the neighborhood, picking up trash, dealing with code enforcement violations. The second thing that really just jumped out at me was this issue of opportunity. Making sure that if you are a person that lives in the community or lives in the city and you want opportunity, that you should be able to earn a living and do it in dignity in our city. And the questions were asked to me, what can the city do to ensure that those opportunities exist? And so that was something that was a major takeaway. And then the issue of mental health also came up, and how we address that issue as a city. While that's not in the bailiwick of city government, I think city government should always look for opportunities to partner. Well, we're doing this, we're calling this 100 with Ceasar, which really is about getting together over 100 days, 100 different events, in 100 different neighborhoods to find 100 new ideas to transform our city. And so we've just gotten started. So we're looking forward to moving all through the city. We've been really all over the city thus far and had an opportunity to meet new people, to connect with old friends, and really envision what we can be as a city in the future. Yes, if you're interested in hosting or attending an event such as this, 100 with Ceasar, you can call 404-445-3786 and ask for Lauren or Kent. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to learn, giving me an opportunity to have real dialogue with you, to hear your ideas, to hear your concerns. But really, even beyond that, where we need to go as a city, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, family by family, person, starting with youth as young as 1 year old. To our senior citizens who have given a tremendous amount to this city. I'm running for mayor. And I'm running for mayor because I believe in this city and I believe in our promise. And I believe that we can be a city that goes from being special to truly great. But not great for buildings, great for people. Great for families and for communities.
What have you got to offer the people that your other people that's running against you, they got issues and voices too. Now what makes you stand out to me as an old voter, and I'd like to rally up other voters?
Yeah. I love that. First of all, I love this city with a passion. And that love for this city is not just me saying this to you right now. You go back and look at my record, you go back and look at my path, you go back and look at where I live, you go back and look at where I make my investment, and you will be clear I want every child to graduate from high school, but I want them to graduate having had a set of experiences that will allow them to go to college, or allow them to start a career path, or allow them to start a business as an entrepreneur. But in order to do that, you gotta make sure that kid is going to school every day. And when they get out of school at 3 o'clock, they go to do something else to make themselves more ready for their future. And I think city government can play a role with our rec centers, with our ability to leverage resources for the business communities. On the issue of traffic and transportation, we gotta have what I call a holistic transportation system. What does that mean? Number one, we have got to build out MARA. We've got to make sure that MARA is all that it can be as a transit system, the best that it can be in the transit system. What I mean by that is that MARA can't be a T. It's got to be a T and a couple of other T's and some circles and loops. So we got to connect MARA to the belt line and that transit, connect the belt line and MARA to the street bus. All of that is connected, and it's more than just 2 counties. It's got to be something that extends out to other counties, so that if you live here in the city and for some reason you work, in Alpharetta or Gwinnett County, it should not take you 4 hours to get to work. It should be able to get there in a reasonable period of time. So I think that's important. We also have got to make a commitment to making sure our roads are in good shape, and that we're making necessary improvements to our highways and streets. We just got to do it. We are a city that literally is a transportation hub. World is the airport. Our city was founded as basically where the railroads ended. So we got this very strong railroad network, but also we have 4 or 5 really interstates running through our city. And that's kind of unusual, running through the heart of our city. And so we got to grapple with that and understand what that means and ensure that we have those roads and highways improved in a way that we can move people through the city, but also move people around the city as we need to go. The last thing I think we got to do, and this is all about creating this holistic transportation system, that we cannot run away from having sidewalks and bicycle lanes. We can't run away from that. So to answer the question on that, it's really about having our holistic transportation system. Transit, roads, and alternative forms of transportation, trails that support rights and pedestrians. No, we cannot warehouse people. That means we cannot have big facilities where we just pack people in and say stay tonight. If we're going to deal with homelessness, we got to really deal with it. Because when we get known for wanting to deal with homelessness, what does that do? That increases our homeless population. People get sent from other parts of the state and other parts of the country right here to that because they say, listen, go ahead, they'll help you there. But I think you got to come up with a model. Kind of not too different from the idea that small classrooms work for young people, where we literally create these very targeted niche environments that focus on the specific issues that a homeless person is facing. And they are getting specialized attention because they're in a particular facility or in a particular program that is geared to and has the expertise to address that issue. I think that's my idea for the model of addressing homelessness. We've got to make sure that city policy supports seniors. It supports your ability to continue to live in a community where you want to live, where you may have made a tremendous investment. While we do have certain tax rates and what I would call fee rates for seniors, I think there's more that we can do. And day one, this is not something that's going to co-high with the business community. It's probably not going to co-high with politicos. It probably won't co-high even with the media. But day one, I'm going to figure out how we clean this city up, and show market improvement within the first 90 days. I mean, that's just how I see it. That's just how I see it. So let's not make this about if you will have me back, certainly come back. If you want to do it sooner rather than later,
Think big, think tall. Think tall boy.
Tall